Hi, Gloria. Before we get started, do you have any concerns or anything that you want to ask me?
Yeah, well, you know, I haven't really done this before, especially like remotely or I guess, on my computer. And I don't know, it's just like sometimes my roommate is home and I just kind of worry about that. Maybe they might hear some things I kind of want to talk about. Um,
Yeah, those are really good questions and really appropriate concerns. So, as part of us working together, it's my responsibility to keep things that you tell me confidential. So I shouldn't be sharing it with a coworker, with somebody else, with somebody who you may know, or posting this on the internet or something. So it's my responsibility to keep these things confidential. There are some exceptions though, and those exceptions are all based on making sure that you're safe and the people around you are safe. So if you ever tell me that you think you might be hurt by someone, or you have thoughts of maybe wanting to hurt yourself, or you know of a child who might be in an unsafe situation, I'm required by my role as a helper to inform someone about that to try and get the appropriate help. And whenever possible, we'll talk through that process. And your other concern about your roommate hearing you is a really good one. I want you to feel comfortable and able to talk about anything that's coming to your mind. So if you're constantly feeling like you have to check and see if they're listening, that could make it harder for us to work together. Is there somewhere that you could go for the sessions where that might be better, or maybe a certain time of day when your roommate's typically out that we could schedule our sessions?
yeah, like I'm usually in my room with my door closed, but I think it's like maybe just picking a time when I know that he won't be home just to be safe.
I also noticed that you're using earphones, and that's also a great way to help maintain the confidentiality so that others can't hear at least some of the things that I'm discussing with you.
Yeah.
Is there maybe a way that you want to cue to me or signal to me if you feel like somebody's come in or you want to stop? How would you like to address that situation?
Okay. I guess you mean like a code word or something?
Sure, that if you feel like something is coming in or they might overhear you and you just want to stop.
Okay. I don't know. Apple? Maybe I'll just say apple. I don't really talk about apples too much, so.
All right, that sounds good. So what you see in this role play is that the helper was able to explain confidentiality and how, as a helper, it's important to be able to not to be able to feel like when you're sharing something that's not going to be shared with others. We discussed some of the issues like the roommate in the apartment overhearing. We explained that there are certain conditions, especially harm to self or harm to others, when we actually have to break confidentiality to get help. And we made it clear about why we do that. It's always in the client's best interest for their safety or safety of those around them. We also looked at a couple of the more advanced skills, such as, for example, if somebody comes in and the client's talking about a sensitive topic, they could use a code word so we know to stop or go on to a different subject.